guys, welcome to the pod. We've got a gorgeous little episode today. We are going to do a bit of a catch up. Yeah. It's our final episode of season 1.
Oh no, that makes me actually really sad.
I might cry when we get to the end, just to pre-frame. Also, can we talk about this little furry thing on your back?
Right, here we go, guys. I'm not pregnant.
I'm
having a tough time with my endometriosis. If you don't know what that is, have a Google. Happens to 1 in 5 women, and it's extremely painful.
And we both happen to have it, which is really unideal.
Yeah.
So, hot water bottle, keeping it real.
I had a big flare up yesterday. I was in agony, and yeah, luckily Sophie knows all about it as well, because you have it, like you just said. And we do want to talk about this, but more in depth with an expert.
Yes,
moving
love
forward.
and excited to get an endometriosis expert on for season 2, so we can really dive into that. Yeah. Female hormones, all of that. Excited for that one. You're not pregnant, but you have had sex. Yay! Kaylee got laid. Oh my. Did you have fun?
It's great. It's not a baby though. It's promise you. It's not an instant
I don't care about the baby.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had a great time.
You don't look too convinced. Okay, we'll leave that there.
No, I'm dating. Dated.
Is that what we're calling it?
well, yes. It's been numerous times.
Situationship.
We don't want one of them though moving forward, and we are seeing each other again.
I'm going to move on from this because Kaylee doesn't want to talk about it, but she's diving into that.
No, she's going bright red.
Life catch up, what's been going on?
Apart from having sex, yeah, it's been fantastic. I want to know more about you. You've had a really fantastic couple of months as well, right?
I had a gorgeous start to the year. So I went to Thailand for 3 weeks, solo travel for 2 weeks, and then I met my man for 1 week. I literally had the most incredible trip of my life. I think it was the best holiday of my life.
Was it really?
I know that's really dramatic. I cried for about an hour on the flight home because I just did not want to come back.
I mean, can I just say, when I came back from Bali, I was absolutely fine. And then as we were landing and descending into Manchester, I started crying too.
I don't think I've ever landed into Manchester and it's not raining. I don't think that's a thing. So that's been a little bit tough. But on the positive side, I had the most gorgeous trip. I felt so blessed. I was working out there on socials. I was working with some incredible brands. I did Simply Be and Hawaiian Tropic and Knickerbox. Just so much fun to be able to take the products with me, work out there, what a dream come true. And visited some gorgeous islands. Went to Koh Lanta, which is one of my favourite places.
Where is Koh Lanta in Thailand?
So it's south. You fly into Krabi.
Yes.
And it's a really good island to visit, actually, because you can drive there directly from the airport.
So you flew to Krabi? See, I didn't even know you could fly to Krabi, because when I went 10 years ago, we got the boat there. Because it is
No, Krabi's mainland. Krabi's on land, and then you get the boats to the islands.
Ah, okay. So I think I got the boat in, though, because we was coming from the islands.
Yeah, stunning. Yeah, you will have done. Yeah. So Krabi, and then over to Koh Lanta, which was absolutely gorgeous. It's just hippie vibes. I met loads of female solo travellers in their 30s and 40s.
Amazing.
It was amazing. I had the best conversations. I met this one woman. She was Dutch, and whenever I'm travelling, people always think I'm Dutch because I'm tall and blonde. So she came over and started speaking to me in Dutch, and I was like, "Hi, I'm from Manchester." And we had this gorgeous conversation. She was early 40s. She's got 2 kids at home. And she'd come on a 2-week solo trip.
Oh, wow.
I was so...
2 kids at home as well. Love that.
Same. And she was like, yeah, I do 2 weeks solo. My husband does 2 weeks solo. And I just thought, how refreshing is that to listen to? Because I don't think that's something we have necessarily in British culture.
I think that is really nice to hear that, because how lovely that you can just go and spend some time and you have that trust with your partner to go and have your own me time.
Healthy.
But you did this as well with your partner, right? So he went travelling, you went, and then you both met up.
Yeah, so a lot of people really don't understand this. My dad's one of them. My dad to my sister this week was like, bit weird, isn't it? Bit weird. And Leanne was like, well, no, I think they're just happy. Yeah. And my dad was like, very strange.
Yeah, that you've not gone on a holiday together and stayed with each other the whole time. I think I'd kill a partner.
I think it's...
time.
Same. 5 days is a good amount of time. I think it's just knowing yourself and knowing what you need. And I knew after such a massive 2024, I just needed some me time. I needed to reconnect with myself. Just needed some silence. I really needed some silence. And then I felt refreshed. I felt amazing. I was doing yoga every day. I felt incredible. And I met him for a week in Koh Samet, which is another island up near Bangkok. 2.5 hours drive from Bangkok. So another really great one to visit. It was stunning.
You have to put a little list on this, actually. Yeah. We'll get Soph to put a little list on.
I had the most incredible time. We just reconnected. It was so lovely. It was just, you know, when you have that time with your partner and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so in love, I'm so happy.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was really nice. Really, really good.
You look stunning on them photos as well. You both like really happy. Like both really happy, and it's nice to see that. Yeah.
I think when you look at a picture of someone, or when I look at a picture of myself, should I say, I can tell when I'm happy.
Yeah. You got a glow.
Yes, we had a gorgeous time. Whilst I was in Thailand, you were in Dubai.
Yes,
How was that?
So just to update you all guys as well, when we released this podcast, because we're obviously on the first season, we released it and we weren't even together, were we? We both basically went away. I needed to get away from the UK releasing this, knowing how much work was getting put into it behind the scenes. I just couldn't face being in the snow.
No.
Working on this, you know, in the darkness. So I took myself off to Dubai. My best friends live out there. In fact, well, a couple of them do with the kids. And it was just a really nice, different experience. I was working every day, going to the gym, doing nice family, wholesome activities.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You've been spending a lot of time in Dubai as well, haven't you?
I have, yeah. So I lived there about just after COVID for a couple of months.
There?
Like 3 months, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
No,
I had a
I didn't.
visa.
And we've
I got
had
a visa
so
and
many
everything.
conversations about
Yeah. So I lived there for 3 months. That's why I got the visa. That's why I know everything about how to get the visas and the bank accounts. Because we were originally going to set up a business out there, and I lost love for it. I really did.
Lost love for the business or lost love for Dubai?
Both. Both. I really did. And I found that since going there this time around, it's been a bit different. It's a very different sort of lifestyle. But then I was obviously younger, single, and it can become a very party culture. And I don't want that. I'm not interested in that. That's what I was like before. And I think I was going through that phase at the time where I was transitioning. So it was like, I'm just really not in any place right now to be here. So I came home and I just really fell out of love with it. So it's taken a couple of years and I've gone back and it's been very different. I found it more wholesome. You know, it's ever growing, the Dubai community. Absolutely. But also I've got a lot of friends out there that do really well just in our industry, in the creative industry. And I really feel like it's pulling me back in.
Just to go into the whole Dubai conversation a bit more, 10,800 millionaires left the UK last year in search of Dubai, which is crazy because it's not just what that does to the economy in terms of them leaving, but they all hire hundreds of people each. And these people who are obviously intelligent and seeing the state of the UK are out. And we're starting to have some interesting conversations, both of us independently and then together, about what might be next for us.
I just think if you've got any savvy...
No.
What are we doing here? Like, really? We're taxed on taxed.
I know.
It's
I think
insane.
if you've got kids and a mortgage here and circumstances are different, but for us where we're at, it's kind of like got no ties. What's the next adventure?
Exactly. You know, I could just said my best friends that have just moved out there with their children. They wish they'd done it sooner.
It's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it?
It's a bit of a no-brainer. It depends where you are in your life, and you know everyone should just move to Dubai because that would crash our
Come
economy.
to Dubai with us, everyone. No, but that's an exciting conversation. And you also went skiing. How was skiing?
I love skiing so much.
Have you skied since you're a child?
No.
Absolutely not. No, I've skied. I only did 3 lessons before I went.
This farmer's daughter off on her skiing trips in Courchevel. I didn't think she had.
Can I just say that is completely not the case at all. Let me tell you. I learnt to ski last year when the first trip that we did. I've been dying to ski for years and years. And our group, none of us were skiers. We were just no, none of us were. We were just like, we want to go skiing. It looks like a fun holiday. Let's all just learn to ski and go. So we booked it last year. Had the best time ever. I went in with only 3 lessons. I wouldn't recommend that to everybody. I'm not that, you know, I'm not a sporty kind of girl. I say that, but I actually do enjoy a sport, an outdoor sport. But I'm not sporty. Like I've torn my ACL. Turns out that I have a ruptured disc, which basically my chiropractor was like, you should not be going skiing. That's the last thing you should be doing because you'll injure yourself properly. And if it goes, you won't be able to walk, basically. So, you know, the hip's out of line and the knee's gone, but whatever. I went anyway.
How old are you?
I did.
34.
I feel like we have reached that point though now where if I don't wake up and immediately stretch and like do a bit of yoga and stretch my back, I'm in agony.
Can I just say though, this
34.
chiropractor is a magician. Absolutely.
Who is he? Shout him out.
He's fantastic. It's Dr. Scott Middleton in Wilmslow. He is fantastic. honestly, he literally was showing me like taekwondo moves and the energy. Like, I genuinely couldn't move some of my muscles. It's like in his 60s, guys. But he was showing me like the energy that he could use on me in certain muscles that, when I say I couldn't move them.
I think I used to have a bit of a crush on my chiropractor in Sydney. He was about 75. I am not joking when I tell you the man was better than sex. Like, it was practically orgasmic the way he would relax my body and put me back in alignment. He was called Joe. I'll never forget him. Joe, if you're listening, I'm really sorry. This is really inappropriate. He looked like Jesus. And I honestly walked out of that first session on a cloud. I was like, that is the best sex I've ever had, but I've not had sex. He was incredible. He was so strong for 75.
It's funny what energy can do to you.
He was fit. He wasn't, but...
Well, the way I speak about my chiropractor, I'm feeling this, like, I am just mesmerised by also very, very intellectual man. What is that word now when you are...
Sorry, is this a thing? Does everyone fancy their chiropractor?
And do you know when they like, basically, it kind of turns me around on the bed and pops me up.
That he does.
Straight up, and I'm like, oh, hi. I've got no pain. You just poked me in my rib and my bloody hip and it's gone, you know. I think like a little wizard. But no, what is it when you are attracted to intellectual people? There's a word for it.
Like being smart, that would be a good thing to be attached to.
Yeah, there's a word when you are like, yeah, need to figure that one out. Should have. Yeah, like when you're attracted to really educated people. Yeah, there's a word. And I'm like, oh my God, do you know when someone speaks and you just...
Engaged.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than, again, educating pork, is there? Do you know, when you just can't have intellectual conversations that I find that attractive. Anyway, that's my chiropractor. So I went skiing.
You went skiing, chiropractor.
Skiing, amazing. If you have, guys, ADHD or any spicy neurodiversity.
Yes, well done. I love talking to intelligent people.
I know, I can't fucking speak. Yeah, if you have any, it's fantastic because you're up and down like this and it literally, I mean, you're living on nerves.
You're not on your phone and it's very physical. So I've snowboarded since I was younger. Not been for years, but I took the piss out of you before being like, oh, did you go to Courchevel skiing? I literally went to Courchevel snowboarding.
I know she's saying this. I found something out about Sophie the other day, which you are going to. Like, how dare you? Ooh, the farmer going to Courchevel. No. Sophie, where did you used to go after getting picked up from school? This sounds like a Victoria Beckham moment, this. What did your dad drive you to school in?
I'm a woman of the people.
Come on.
Yeah, we had a yacht. I know, yeah, we did have a yacht. I'm really sorry about that. We don't have it anymore.
But, I mean, don't apologise to me. I'm just upset that I wasn't invited on the yacht and you don't have it now. But
We had a yacht. So my dad is an entrepreneur. He sold his first business when I was 13.
Does your dad want to move to Dubai as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We had this conversation the other day.
Says it all, doesn't
Anyone who's business savvy and has got money is out of here, aren't they? So my dad's entrepreneurial, he's super successful. And it was interesting for my childhood because we didn't particularly have money up until that point, and then he had money. So it was very interesting to kind of grow up. You know, I went to a normal school, all my mates were dead normal, I was in Marple, and then all of a sudden I'm in Porta Portals in Mallorca, which is like one of the most stunning ports in the world. On a £1 million yacht every weekend. So yeah. But I do like to keep that quiet. So thanks for that one, Kales.
Oh, but go on then. Talk to me about snowboarding in Courchevel.
No, we're not going to talk about that. I used to love snowboarding. I've not done it for years.
She hasn't done it.
Given you've just outed me, we're going to talk about what you've bought recently. What have you bought?
So I only bought this for the sake of the podcast because...
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Because on the first, one of the first episodes we ever released on sex, I got outed again by my Amazon search list.
Yes.
And it was a thrusting dildo because I wanted to know what it was. So then my curiosity took
Why have you gone so proper? Kaylee's ordered a thrusting dildo. How was it?
Scary.
Did you use it?
Did I hell?
Why?
Because, right.
What is a thrusting dildo? Can you describe the mechanism?
It's a machine. It's about this big, right? I'm going to say the size of a medium-sized box.
Right.
And it moves up and down like a drill.
So it's a machine with a cock on the end?
Multiple cocks.
What do you mean?
Not all at once.
What do you mean?
Jesus Christ, not like a like a double.
One for each hole.
That's a great idea. It's a double.
I bet that's a thing. Anyway, what do you mean it's got multiple cobs?
No, it's got different ones, so different sayings you can pop on.
Right.
When I say it attaches, there was 6 attachments, all different sizes.
Oh, lovely.
Not even getting this like small, getting bigger.
Different girths.
The massive
Which one did you
black
go
one.
for?
I didn't go for any because I fucking didn't use it. I didn't think I was vanilla. It turns out I'm petrified of stuff like that, and I thought I was genuinely going to do it for the podcast.
I think there's vanilla, and then there's double penetration thrusting dildos, and there's a happy medium.
It's pretty scary. When I say I did put one of them on just to see, and it just went. I was like, oh my fucking god! Oh my god! I literally turned it off, and I was like, I put it back in the box. I was actually scared.
Have you sent it back?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. I've got a picture.
Insert picture.
Insert picture.
So, should we have a bit of a catch-up? Moving swiftly on.
Can I just confirm? I haven't used a thrusting dildo, just so you know, in case my parents listen. I haven't used it. And also, the thought of me getting bent over using a machine on myself, a bit too much.
Yeah, too much for you.
A bit too much for me, that. I'd rather it be a nice, lovely partner.
Oh, you're going to say something else then. So we're going to do a little update. It's the last episode. We're going to run through some of our favourite episodes and also walk you through some of the comments on one of our viral reels.
Oh my God, this is good. This is hilarious. Let's go.
So I gave Kaylee strict instructions that she was not allowed to reply to the comments on social media.
Done very well.
But you're allowed to reply now. We're going to look through them. So
Can
she
we
did
reply?
actually comment and say, love the healthy debate, folks. Keep it up. She couldn't help herself. And you have replied to a couple. But this is
Positive.
This is the reel that's all about women in the 40s being happy. The men aren't happy.
But do you know, can I just to confirm, if they actually listened to the full podcast or just a little bit more of it, then these comments probably wouldn't. In fact, that's a lie. They would have come around.
I'm sorry, these comments are hilarious.
Go on.
If they are so happy, why are they always yapping about it so much? That's a good one. I like that. So why is Tinder full of single cat ladies in their late 30s and above? Because single cat ladies still need to get laid. Tinder's just to get laid, no?
I think Tinder is more to get laid.
Shut up,
yeah.
Omer Shah. What else have
Go
we
on.
got?
Oh my God, my favourite was, this is the first one I read and I sent it you, didn't I, Soph? And it was the effort and the run through.
A heifer and a run through.
I was like, what's a run through? And who's who? Fucking. I've got a bit run through, haven't I? It's got to be me and it's single
one. This one's a good
one.
one. Why are they so smug about this? This is a recipe for the end of the world. But it's not, because we've got enough sperm in sperm banks to repopulate the world multiple times
I don't think
over.
people understand that. Like, genuinely, we don't need the men.
No.
But we
I
want
like
you.
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
so
got
what's
a
wrong with
lovely man.
you? Exactly. They just
I
don't
think this is the
listen to
thing
this
with social
properly.
media, that people see a snapshot, they see one reel, 40 seconds of an entire podcast, and they have an opinion
Comment
on it.
3,000 comments later. It's actually insane. You should just go and have you should just click on it just for the comments because it's actually crazy.
Absolutely.
I love the glee, the zero empathy and disdain for men really shows. Why? And also, can I just point out, we're speaking about women in the 40s. We're actually in our 30s and really happy single. We're not saying that men aren't happy. We were just saying men are single. Why does that bother men so much saying that you're single when you are? Clearly.
Probably my favourite comment is from Ashley Louise James, who I absolutely love. She's on This
Oh,
Morning all the
love
time.
her, yeah, she's
brilliant.
great.
And she said, the incels in this comments proving why women in their 40s are happier whilst these men remain miserable. Season 1, curveball, over and out. I can't believe it. What an absolute labour of love this has been.
Labour of love. That's how you started the podcast as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it is.
There has not been a single day in the last 6 months that me and Kaylee have not spoken about the
True.
podcast.
I think one of the favourite things for me is actually that we've made a friendship as well.
Oh, don't, now you're going to make me cry. You're on your period. This is too much. No, I agree. It has been so much fun.
It
No, you
has.
actually make me cry. Stop it.
But, you know, me and Soph didn't know each other starting this, and always said never go into business with a friend. That is true, and that's what's happened. We've gone into business together, but we've become friends during it.
We've just gotten to know each other so quickly as well. Like, we know each other's quirks so well now.
It's worked so well in ways in the business side as well, of behind the scenes for us, because if one isn't having a good day, the other understands. It's just so easy.
It has been really easy.
Yeah, and just, I just really appreciate all the hard work that you've put into it, and you guys as well behind the scenes. Just to note as well to our lovely audience, like, we're so grateful for you guys, and we are, self-funded, self-funded.
No investors.
No, nothing at all. It's a women's business that we started.
The cameras, the lighting, the set, the makeup, the outfits, everything has all been self-funded, which is a big deal. There's been a lot that's gone into it. Yeah. What do you want to see from season 2?
I guess I want to get people involved with us, and we can have just really good conversations and learn lots of new things together. We want women that have inspired others, that have come from, nothing and built on themselves, and just all round authentic females.
Absolutely.
And males eventually.
Experts in their field.
Experts in the field when it comes to health.
Yeah. And then also from a business side, sponsors, a new podcast studio. Yes. We need to decide what country we're going to be in. There's so many exciting things.
It's limitless. It's limitless. But yeah, we wouldn't be able to do none of that without you guys. So really, really appreciate all the views, the shares, the likes. I know we say it on every single episode at the end, but this is coming from the heart. Like, really appreciate it. We are women's new business, and yeah, we've loved bringing this to you every week. So yeah.
Absolutely. I think as well, it's so important to mention that the success of a podcast is about the views. So it looks great, it's cool on social media, we've got reels going viral and all those things. But actually, unless people sit down every Tuesday and listen to the podcast, none of that means anything. And we've been so overwhelmed with the amount of people who sit down every Tuesday and listen to it. Like, people actually want to listen to what we've got to say. And we're so, so grateful.
We are.
Curveball, season 1. Over and out.
Oh, that's a wrap. We love you all, and see you soon.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you so much. It's amazing. Thanks for listening to Curveball, the podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and watch us. Do all the things. We love you. We appreciate you.
We love your feedback, guys. Feel free to throw us a curveball of your own, and we'll see you next time.